All right. Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Unconventional Outdoorsman. Today we're going to go over probably one of my favorite hunting calibers, but it's a different type of ammunition, something that's been developed within the last 10 years or so. Hornady got on the game on this one, and they've done an extremely good job, so we'll get into that here in a minute. But before we do, please do me a huge favor and smash that subscribe button if you have not. Really means a lot to me if you do that. Also hit the notification bell to all notifications. That way you know every time I post a new video. So we're going to be going over Hornady Lever Revolution. This one, I obviously, most of my life, ever since I started hunting, I think the first year I deer hunted, I used a 20 gauge pump action with slugs. Ever since then, I've used a 30-30. So a 30-30, it's a 30 caliber round, chambered for mainly lever actions. Obviously, there's a couple bolt action ones out there. I think Savage or whoever else, Stevens might have made some, which is owned by Savage now. So it's a basic round, not too big, but it's considered a brush gun. And what a brush gun is, for those of you who don't know, it's something, for example, in southern Missouri, very wooded, very dense cover all around. So that's a lot of brush, a lot of woods, everything like that. Now, obviously in northern Missouri, it's all fields and stuff like that. But it's meant to, so say, example, you're aiming up at a deer, and there's a branch or something, maybe a bush through in your way of the deer, but you can see the vitals of the deer, and you know you can make a clean shot. Your brush gun is meant to be able to get straight through that brush, wood, little twig, whatever, and penetrate the deer and still get a clean, ethical kill. Now, something like a 308, a 6.5 Creedmoor, as much as I love those rounds, they're not good brush guns. Could they work, and will they work sometimes? Sure, there's no problem with that. But for something like southern Missouri, you're really not going to get a shot past, I don't know, maybe 50 yards if you're lucky. So a 30-30, a 45-70, 12 gauge, 45 long, Colt, anything like that is going to be extremely effective. So into the meat and potatoes of this video. Hornady, I don't even know when, I think it was like late 2000s, early 2010s, they came out with this revolutionary design. It's called Lever Revolution. It's using flex tip technology. And those of you who don't know much about lever guns, this is basically the standard bullet you're going to be firing out of a lever gun. A basic copper jacketed lead round with a little soft point lead tip. This is a Winchester, so basic target or deer round right here. But what the Hornady came up with, what if we could come up with something with like a polymer tip for better ballistics, better aerodynamics, and something that wouldn't explode in the mag tube? And what I mean by that, a lot of companies have tried this before, and basically I've mentioned this in a couple other videos, but in a magazine tube in a lever gun, the rounds are stacked like this. So if you're aiming down, they're going to be stacked like this. My 30-30 holds 7 shots. I'll have to make a gun review of it. But the problem they were having before is when the round in the chamber would fire, it would cause so much pressure that these pointed tips would sometimes hit the firing pin and ignite and fire every single round in the tube magazine, causing the person to get killed, which is not good. So Hornady came out with this revolutionary idea, the flex tip. So it's made of polymer, obviously better aerodynamics, more flat shooting. And they don't just make this in 30-30, they make it in 444 Marlin. Anything that's made to shoot in a lever gun, they do this for, i.e. Lever Revolution. So they've been doing this for a few years. I think the first time I ever bought a box of this stuff, or I had a box bought for me when I started deer hunting, was back in 2016. That's right around the time I started knowing about this. It is pretty expensive compared to normal 30-30 ammo. I'm just going to use 30-30 for this example. A normal box of like Winchester, something like this, some basic like deer hunting ammo, is going to cost you about 15 to 25 bucks. Nothing too bad. I mean, obviously, you're not going to go out and shoot 40 shots for 30-30 in one day. You're going to destroy your shoulder doing that. But this is anywhere from $25 to $40 a box, depending on where you get it. That's here in Missouri. Let's see if I can, man, it's all, it looks like this is moving at roughly, well, at the muzzle, it's moving at 24 feet per second, which is amazing. And then at 100 yards, obviously, it loses so much velocity. I think it says roughly, it's pretty worn off, but I think it's 1,430 feet per second at 100 yards. So nothing too drastic. But any of you guys who do a lot of lever gun shooting, say you don't even hunt. Say you're into lever guns, you're into the old cowboy action stuff. Like obviously I've got a couple lever guns and my single action revolver. Say you want something that you can take out to the range. It's going to get better groupings and maybe be able to shoot more accurately at longer ranges. Wow. I think the train is going by my house right now, so I apologize. But something like this, the Hornady Lever Revolution, YouTube, that's the thumbnail. This is a very good round. Now, obviously, you're going to get a lighter grain bullet, so you're going to be moving at a faster rate of speed. This is 160 grain. Something like this is usually about a 175, 180 grain. They can vary, of course. This is an older box. I got this one back in 2017, so obviously I haven't shot many of them. I've bought about 3 boxes of them, and I have used these at the range and taken them out to about 300. And obviously the 30-30 is not the most accurate round, but I mean I can get 1 to 2 minute groupings with this pretty easily all day with not really any work out of an older firearm. Now these are modern smokeless powder cartridges, so if you are one of those awesome people who have an old black powder lever gun, this is not going to be the stuff for you. I don't know if Hornady makes black powder ammunition like this, but if they do, you should probably go check it out. This is not a sponsored video. I'm just giving my honest opinion. This has really changed the game. This is, I have used these to hunt before. I haven't dropped a deer with it yet, but I've had family members who have done that, and I actually had a cousin of mine turn me on to these. But yeah, very cool type of ammo, and obviously as most rifle ammo comes, I'll open it up and show you what it looks like. You're gonna get 20 rounds in a sleeve like this. So it should last you a while. I mean, obviously, anytime I go deer hunting, I will carry these in my rifle. But if I go to the range the day or the day before, 2 days before rather, I will fire a few of these to make sure my scope is still sighted. And because I will tell you this, this round right here and this round with the polymer tip do pattern very differently. Not like substantially differently, but enough that you may not hit the vitals and may not make an ethical clean shot. So that is something you want to keep in mind. If you're going to use these to hunt, this little polymer tip round here, obviously target practice with this. I know it's expensive ammo, but you're probably going to be grateful when you don't miss the deer or just wound it and cause the deer to get away. So yeah, that is Hornady Lever Revolution. It's a game changer in the lever action world. Like I said, they make 30-30 Winchester, 45-70, 444 Marlin, probably some others. I don't know too many other. 45 Long Colt they might. But yeah, there's tons of other rounds that are chambered in a lever gun that they make this for. So if you guys have a lever gun and you're interested, go check it out. Obviously, this is not a sponsored video. Just giving my honest opinion. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Smash that subscribe button if you haven't, and I will see you beautiful people tomorrow.